The holiday weekend may not have been off to the best start, but we've made up for it with a pretty good Sunday, and not to mention pretty good temperatures for today. In fact, after we got rid of our thunderstorm chances on Saturday, we saw temperatures only make it into the mid-80s. That felt a lot better than the 90s we had to start the weekend out. But after dropping back near 60 and some even in the upper 50s this morning, all this dry air in place led us to the chilly start this morning, but then catapulted us to some upper 80s and lower 90s. But again, lower humidity still made it pretty good for any outdoor plans today. And on top of that, the Skywatch Storm Tracker, it's working, but it didn't have anything to track. So it's nice to see not only a clear scan from the satellite and radar composite, but also from the radar network. This was a really great way to wrap up the holiday weekend. But from here on out, some interesting changes I'm keeping an eye on. A chance for storm chances, if I can say that correctly, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. But in between it all, we'll have highs briefly back in the lower 90s on Tuesday before a little dip back into the mid-80s during the middle of the week. We'll spell it all out for you as we continue along, but let's head back outside because this is a pretty nice looking picture here. Open blue skies over Joplin, sitting at 90 degrees, but the dew point is low enough that we actually technically have a wind chill index. It feels only a hair cooler, feels like 89 degrees, but again, all because of that dry humidity in place. Everyone's in the upper 80s to lower 90s right now, and temperatures will continue to drop off, especially once we get past sunset. We'll be in the 70s already by 10 o'clock, and I think we'll drop back to 67 for overnight lows. So again, not a lot happening here. So it's a great way to wrap up this holiday weekend as our area of high pressure is now over the Boot Heel of Missouri, and in fact, you can argue working over western parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. Our next cold front, though, ready to come in from the northern plains, and with it, there is a wave upstairs at the jet stream level, but will it amount to anything as these two systems come into play for tomorrow? Let's break it down for you now on the Future Track forecast. Nothing to worry about for this evening, though. We'll keep skies clear for the rest of the evening. Maybe a little high cloud cover overnight, but it still won't stop overnight lows from dropping back this time into the middle to upper 60s. We'll be already back into the mid-80s by lunchtime, and before that front rolls in, you can see how highs push back into the lower 90s before the front tries to tap into the heat and some extra moisture to try to spark off a few isolated storms at least by late afternoon. So before any rain can get going, we'll go 67 in the morning, 86 by noon, afternoon highs around 91. Tuesday evening's looking like the better time frame for any isolated, widely scattered storms as the front presses through. Not too concerned about a severe threat, but with enough heat in play, can't rule out some strong storms with some heavy rainfall, maybe some minor wind gusts as well. And then behind that front, I think Future Track is overdoing temperatures here. I think we'll drop back into the lower 60s come Wednesday morning, but it's right on with temperatures with what I'm thinking. We'll top out around 82. 83 degrees for our Wednesday with mostly sunny skies back in play. We'll drop to 59 Thursday morning before we top out at 86. Nice temperatures for those 2 days, Chris, before we head back into the 90s for this coming weekend. A few weak waves could bring in some minor rain chances Friday morning and Sunday morning, but let's keep weekend plans, at least for next weekend, open since I think we'll be mainly dry.
And it's looking pretty good for this week. I mean, things aren't too bad at all.
Yeah, with the lower humidity, it's going to be a treat.
All right, Nick, thank you so much. We'll still